Alrighty folks, welcome back to the channel. I'm the Scarlet Karibo, and today we are going over the Charizard Deck Profile. We are going to start off with 3 copies of Charizard EX. We're also going to have 2 copies of Charmeleon, and to pair them off, we have 4 copies of Charmander. So, this is the core of the deck. I also like to run 1 Radiant Charizard. Ties in with the theme, it's also very important for the strategy. The reason we like to use Charizard, as soon as you play it, its effect activates. Infernal Rain. So Infernal Rain, as soon as the card is played, lets you get 3 energies from the deck and attach them to any card on the field. So you can attach them to Charizard so it can immediately use its attack. You can throw the spare ones onto Radiant Charizard, so later on in the deck, this card is going to be able to attack for 250 damage. This card goes all the way up to, I believe, 330. Very powerful deck. It's mostly a beatdown strategy, and while it can be countered by control-style decks, it is very, very fast, and it's a lot of fun to play. To add to the speed, we're going to use 1 Pidgey and 1 Pidgeot EX. Pidgeot EX is one of the most powerful cards in the game because it lets you search any card in the deck every single turn. It's unbelievable. I can't believe this card even exists. We have 2 copies of Bidoof and 2 copies of Bibarel. Bibarel lets you draw until you have 5 cards in your hand, another really powerful card. Between Pidgeot and Bibarel, we have all the consistency we need in the entire deck. But that is not going to stop us from using some draw power. So I like to use Cleffa. Cleffa gets you to draw. Cleffa lets you draw up to 7 cards. We have Kangaskhan, lets you draw another 3. We also have Rotom, does the same thing, draw another 3. And as another VMon, we have Lumineon. Lumineon is really, really powerful because there's a combo that I'll talk about a little bit later on. And Lumineon is the star of that combo. Next up, let's go into the items. We have 4 copies of Buddy Buddy Poffin. This card is unbelievable. It kind of defines the meta. You play it, you get 2 basic Pokemon. We also have 4 copies of Rare Candy. I'm a Rare Candy deck. We have to use the Rare Candies to bring Charmander all the way up to Charizard. Very powerful card. I also like to use 4 copies of Ultra Ball. Ultra Ball lets you search by discarding 2. In the deck, we kind of get a lot of junk in our hand throughout the game, so having the Ultra Balls late game, very helpful. The specific thing with Ultra Ball, though, you use the card, you discard 2 cards, so you're minusing 3 in total to search for 1, and that really plays into the strengths for Bibarel, because you want very low cards in the hand for Bibarel. That way you can draw up to 5 cards with it all at once. So that's a really powerful card. To pair with the Ultra Balls, I like 2 Nest Ball. Nest Ball gets you any basic Pokemon, so you can use this to get the Lumineon specifically. You can get the Radiant Charizard, or you can get your Pidgey, whatever you're looking for. We also got 2 copies of Switch. It's a staple, it's always going to be helpful. Switch is always really, really important. I also use 1 copy of the Super Rod for recursion, and 1 copy of the Forest Sealstone. So, this is a very important combo that I was alluding to before. So here's the combo with these cards. The Forest Sealstone is honestly just a searcher. This card lets you search any card in the entire deck as long as you put it on a Lumineon V. So as just an individual tool card, this card seems kind of whack. You can't really draw into it, but you can search it out very easily because Lumineon is a V Pokemon that as soon as you play it, lets you search out any supporter. The supporter you search out is Arven, and then Arven, as soon as you play it, lets you get a tool like the Forest Sealstone and any item card in your deck, like a Rare Candy. You could also get Switch, whatever you're looking for. So this is a really important core combo, because as long as you have Lumineon, which you can always search out with a Nest Ball or any number of ways you can kind of get this card out, very, very easy. You're going to use the Lumineon's effect to get the Arven's effect to get any of these 2 cards. And then Forest Sealstone, you can use that on Lumineon, and then you can use this to search any card in the entire deck. Let's say you have Charmander already out on the field, and you put Lumineon on the bench. You can use Lumineon's effect to search out Arven, and then Arven will be able to get you both the stone and the Rare Candy. So what you do now is you can use the Forest Stone on Lumineon, using its effect to search you out a Charizard, and then you can use the Rare Candy to level up your Charmander. It's kind of like a 2-card combo, which is really, really rare to see in Pokemon, so it's a very, very good combo to use. We want to utilize that as much as possible. So, I like to use 1 copy of Arven. For some other supporters, I use 2 copies of Professor's Research. Discard your entire hand, draw 7, very powerful. We also like to use Nemona, which is just a free draw 3 cards. One of the most powerful cards in the game is Boss's Orders. I'm using 4 copies of Boss's Orders. Very important because with the power of Charizard, Boss's Orders lets you pick any card on the bench and you can basically kill it in one shot. Really important card. I use Iono, which is really important against draw-heavy decks because it lets you kind of reset their hand. And 2 copies of Jacques. We have a lot, and I mean a lot of evolution Pokemon. We have the Charmeleons, the Charizards, the Pidgeot, the Bidoofs. So Jacques has a lot of work to do and a lot of Pokemon to pick up. As far as the count for energy, I like to use 10 energy in total. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. As far as the count for energy, I'm using 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 energy, including the legacy energy. Realistically, this deck can be played with 6 energy. I just like to use a little bit of extra, just in case you need to grind in the long game. But that is the deck. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate you coming along and watching my Charizard deck profile. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Stick around on the channel, see if you can find anything you like, because we have a lot in store for the Scarlet Karibo channel. So once again, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have a fabulous day, and I will see you in the next one.